Hello and welcome to Connecting the Worlds of Microsoft Dynamics and TomTom. The objective today is to provide you with insight into how TomTom and Hi Software connect the worlds of telematics and Microsoft Dynamics AX and the benefits associated. My name is Dave Collin. I'm a product trainer here at TomTom Business Solutions, and I will be producing today's webinar, the man behind the buttons, I guess you could say. I would like to introduce you to today's presenters. They truly represent a complete end-to-end perspective of this solution. It's great to have them here joining us today. George de Boer is our International Alliance Manager. He has been at TomTom for over 7 years and has worked extensively on projects ranging from TomTom real-time and historic traffic, maps, 3D technology, and currently is now driving the .Connect partner ecosystem. Tim Hermans is a pre-sales consultant at Hi Software, specializing in the DynaRent connector and integrations with the Microsoft Dynamics AX. He also has many years of experience and currently is playing a leading role in the pre-sales and implementation process. And finally, we have Peter Murik, who is a senior consultant at Hi Software. He also has many years of experience in the rental and equipment industry. Not only in development but also on the business side of this industry. He plays a leading role in all large implementation, and as a former lead consultant at Dornbos Equipment has been on both the customer side and the partner side, which obviously has many advantages. In fact, for today's webinar, Peter will be presenting on behalf of Dornbos Equipment. And finally, let's have a quick look at today's program. Firstly, George will walk you through an introduction of the TomTom Group and specifically about TomTom Business Solutions. Next, Tim will introduce you to Hi Software, followed by an overview of their DynaRent connector solution, what it is, how does it connect the worlds of TomTom and Microsoft Dynamics, and finally, he will run through a demonstration of the solution. So you'll have the opportunity to see it in action. And finally, we will stop at the end of each presenter's section to provide you an opportunity to get answers to your questions in a timely fashion. I will now hand over control to George de Boer. It's all yours, George.
Well, thank you. And welcome everyone with this webinar. I'll kick it off with the introduction like Dave introduced us today. I'll tell you where TomTom Business Solutions is in the TomTom Group. I'll tell you a bit more about our telematics solution, but also about the wide range of integration possibilities. And today we have the honor to have Hi Software here, who built the integration with Microsoft Dynamics, and they'll tell all about the integration, how that works. So first go to the TomTom Group. TomTom Group today consists of 4 business units. First one, of course, probably many of you will know, is the consumer one with the navigation devices, but lately also with the TomTom Sport Watches, the navigation app, and really facing the consumer market. Secondly, we have automotive. Automotive is a business unit which either makes sure that we go to market with full integrated solutions, so in-dash solutions, either full or with components. So delivering traffic information, for example, to Daimler, to the maps, to maybe half of the automotive companies around the world, and making sure that the TomTom navigation experience is in the automotive industry. Thirdly, there's TomTom Business Solutions, which we'll talk about in a bit more slides later on. And there is enterprise and government. And enterprise and government is our business unit which markets all the content of TomTom to enterprises and government organizations. So for example, licensing our map to enterprises or mobile phone companies that want to use it, or using the traffic information in traffic control centers all over the world, or helping traffic engineers with policy making, and well, we're even helping out the United Nations to see where they can improve traffic flow around the world. So that's TomTom. We are TomTom Business Solutions, and TomTom Business Solutions, in short, this is the product portfolio of TomTom Business Solutions. We are focusing on businesses with fleets. So everyone that has a fleet of vehicles that could vary from 1 to 5 to tens of thousands of vehicles is the potential target group of TomTom Business Solutions, where we can help out with an end-to-end solution, not only delivering benefits in the terms of saving costs like on fuel or insurances, but especially making sure that the whole end-to-end chain of your process, and that can be as today's example in the rental industry, but that could also be field engineers and others, making that end-to-end chain paperless, and also give more insight. So to really drive the optimization there. And there you can think about field engineers being able to do more jobs, information from the field so you can better report estimated time of arrival to your end customers, to feedback of maybe the delivery into your ERP system back again, and then doing quicker invoicing. It starts off with what you see here on your right-hand side is the TomTom link box, which is the hub to the vehicle where we deliver the connectivity. I have an example device here. It has a simple 3-wired installation, so this device will be installed in the vehicle somewhere underneath the dashboard. It's the quickest installation in the market, so it takes only 45 minutes for our installers to install. We have a reseller network all over the world where we sell our solution, and they have either do it themselves or they have a network of installers making sure this gets installed and configured in the right manner. And this functions as the key hub in the vehicle for the connectivity. This also contains a Bluetooth interface, and the Bluetooth interface is being used to connect to other devices in the vehicle. So, for example, the navigation device or the driver terminal, which is being used as the screen to communicate with the driver. So not only is this device for tracking and tracing, but it's also two-way communication to the vehicle, to the driver. That information is from the vehicle is then being sent to the screen, which is our cloud-based solution, our Webfleet portal. And that Webfleet portal is already capable of giving you an out-of-the-box experience. So if you're a local plumber with 3 vehicles or 10 vehicles, you can immediately start working, sending orders to your driver, to the device, which has the driver terminal has a special menu which allows you to communicate, to send messages or work orders. We also have another tool which helps you to record driving behavior, and that's that little device you see on the left-hand side, which goes on the ODB2 connector of the vehicle and helps us to collect information from the vehicle, like which gear is the vehicle in, the RPM, and together we'll calculate the fuel consumption of the vehicle. We combine that with the accelerometer, which is in this device, where we can tell something about driving behavior. And in my next slide, I'll show you more about how that works. So that's in short, the product portfolio of TomTom Business Solutions. What I also like to mention is that we're now talking about light commercial vehicles, but we also have some in and outputs on this device, which can be used for the heavy goods vehicles. So we have a standard interface for the FMS of trucks that are equipped with FMS. So that's where we can use that information going into the system, and directly feeds into our Webfleet portal, and also is available through the API. Next to that, there's also some digital in and outputs, which then can either be connected to third-party hardware, or, for example, to the PTOs of vehicles there on the market. I'll also talk a bit later on other possible integrations with third-party hardware via the Bluetooth interface. There's also a couple of apps. So you see an application we'll have that's called Webfleet Mobile, which allows the fleet manager to view where vehicles are, to send some orders from his mobile device. So that can be used in the field or after office hours. And another one is the logbook app, which is more for the drivers. That allows drivers to show to select their trip motive. Is it business? Is it commuting? Or is it private? And for those countries where that's beneficial, they can use that for their mileage registration and get some benefits out of tax rules. like I said, going a bit more into the eco-driving part, I explained earlier that therefore you need a black box device and the EcoPlus module. And we have two interfaces which help in eco-driving. First of all, there's the fact that the information that I told you about, so fuel consumption, etc., that's being displayed on the navigation device. And secondly, there's reporting which can be found in the portal, so in Webfleet. It looks a bit like this. So in the portal, it gives an overview and reporting, and this is just one view on fuel consumption, idling, driving events. So is the driver going through the corner on 4 wheels or on 2 wheels? As well as speeding, where we map the actual speeds driven on the map and with the allowed speeds. And there is the interface to the navigation device, which gives active driver feedback to the driver on all of these components. So the driver on a continuous basis has feedback about his driving behavior. And that's what makes this solution so unique in the market, because it keeps on educating the driver. It's not that at the end of the month he will get a report from the fleet manager. Going into the specifics for transportation, our solution, of course, is part of the uses TomTom group technology. And one of the things that we have put into our devices is truck navigation. And the truck navigation not only contains things like constraints on length and width and height, and hazardous goods or hazmats, but it also contains special algorithms. So of course it's logical not to have an 18-meter truck do a U-turn in a small village. So that's for the transportation side in the truck navigation part. Next to that, we also recently introduced the tachograph manager, which allows for real-time, but also for remote download of tacho data from the vehicle. So there now you don't need your drivers to come back to the office and to download their data locally, but you can do it remotely, no hassle anymore, and also a better administration or easier administration for you there. Continuing on where TomTom Business Solutions is nowadays, if you look at our customer base, we are one of the leading fleet management service providers in Europe. I'll show you in 2 slides, I'll show you where we sell our solutions. We have 27,000 customers using our system on a daily basis, which is the largest in the world. That varies in fleet sizes from say 1 vehicle to, like I said, in the thousands. That's a lot of vehicles that we currently have running. This is not what the number of vehicles that we have sold. This is the install base of our devices, which are giving us feedback on a daily basis. So we see it on a daily basis people using their devices. 330,000 vehicles driving around Europe and other parts of the world. The other parts of the world are represented here in this picture. So it's not only, of course, all the countries in Europe. It's also North America. It's Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. And we keep on expanding. TomTom Business Solutions will follow the TomTom group there. First we'll have the map, then we'll have the navigation, and then we'll have TomTom Business Solutions. This is 375 million messages. That's what our platform, so our cloud-based platform, is handling on a daily basis. That's a huge number of messages coming from the total install base. And the average latency of handling that message, so for example sending a message from a device to the Webfleet system and then available through the API, is less than, or on average, 50 milliseconds. So that's a very quick turnaround time, a very robust redundant platform. Redundant platform which is hosted in Germany and has a very, very high availability. So it's not only redundant, or we also have 4 nines. If you look at the industry standard, which is at 99.6, you see a couple of other big internet companies doing 99.8. This is really a number you can build upon. So this is something you can trust. So for you, where the availability of information for your fleet is crucial essence in your day-to-day process. This is a platform. And we're proud we can say that we're the only ones in the fleet service management industry who have an ISO 27001 certification. That means that not only our technology is audited on a yearly basis and has the certification of ISO, one of the highest standards, but it's also that our organization and all the processes around it are audited to maintain that privacy of your data, as well as guaranteeing that security, because everyone knows that what is safe today can be unsafe tomorrow. So it's part of the DNA of TomTom Business Solutions. This is not a picture of our technology. This is not something that we are proud of, but this is. And why I mention this is we are, of course, a software and a hardware company as TomTom, and we check the quality of that hardware. And therefore we can also guarantee that the technology that's installed in the vehicles of our customers is the same everywhere. We are capable of updating the firmware as needed remotely, and therefore our platform also guarantees that what is available today will be available tomorrow as well. And if not, we'll give in a professional way 1-2 years in advance, we'll inform our customer if something will change, and they will need to change something in their software. So a very scalable platform. Now going to the integration bit of the platform. So what are the possibilities of integration? Before I hand over, if this would be our product portfolio, and we'll represent that in this picture, then you could say that we have 2 APIs nowadays. The first one is Webfleet.connect, and Webfleet.connect is the API which is available today in 2 different flavors in terms of CSV files or so, which allows you to connect to the platform with any kind of software solution. Today we're talking about the Microsoft Dynamics solution, but that could be anything that talks those 2 languages. And especially for fleets that are larger than 10 vehicles, you want to go into planning, maybe sending orders, uploading addresses, these kind of functionalities. But all functionality in our platform are available through that API. So it's not that we just offer a couple of functionalities, we offer all functionalities and even more. So for example, if you'd like to be in your own waste management and you need to do specific routes because you're not driving from A to B, but you're driving from A to A, we can help you out there with predefined routes, which is an additional functionality available through the API. You plan your route in your back office system, and then you send that whole route to the driver. This is an example of which we'll show you later on by my friend from High Software, where the integration was made between Microsoft Dynamics for asset management. There's another thing, and that's the second possibility of integrating with the hardware bit, because we also get questions from the market, for example, to do something with tire pressure management sensors, to do mobile printing in the vehicle, for the cold chain control, to have something for temperature control or barcode or RFID scanning. Last year in March, April, we introduced Link.Connect, and Link.Connect allows the Bluetooth interface in the link box to also be used by third-party equipment. And then you can start thinking about use cases like the tire pressure, the card readers, digital pen, barcode scanner, a driver ID, and other kinds of integrations. Whatever is in your vehicle which you'd like to get as additional data is then available. So we could say, and this is an example of a German provider of a scanner, which is as big as my presenter stick. It will scan barcodes or RFID. It will take it into the memory, and then as soon as the scanner comes into the neighborhood of the link device, it will send that data through our API to the back office. In this case, a German example. We also launched a cooperation with a Belgian company, which is now providing a fully integrated end-to-end solution for temperature monitoring. So these guys will install a wireless or wired temperature sensor in the vehicle, which communicates through our device to their back office where you can do all kinds of reporting on temperature. More is available on our App Center, where you can not only find this solution, but well, nowadays 112 other apps which are come out of the box, including that, of course, that of DynaRent High Software. This is the overview. So on one side, we're looking for software companies that can integrate to the platform, hardware companies that can do the integration, or those users that just want to use it out of the box and if enough with our own Webfleet user interface. Well, I'm going to hand over now to Tim, and I'll be back later.
Good afternoon all. I'm Tim Hermans, I'm from High Software. In my part of the presentation for today I will discuss the following topics. First of all, I will give you a brief explanation about High Software, who we are and what we do. Then I will go into more depth in the product that we have developed, the integration with TomTom. I will show you how it works and what the business value will be for you when you are going to use it. And I will finalize my part of this webinar with an actual demonstration of how the solution is working. I will show you live into our system how we can generate an order. I will show you our advanced planning capabilities which are available within DynaRent. Then I will schedule an actual order. I will send it to the applicable TomTom that we have installed over here in this room. And then I also will show you how you can execute an order onto a TomTom device. First off, a bit about our company. We are an official Microsoft independent software vendor. We were founded in 2009. More than 65 people are contributing on a daily basis at our customers to enhance our product and to add value to our customers. Many industry leaders all over the world are using DynaRent today. More than 2,200 users are relying on DynaRent. We are the preferred rental and equipment solution by Microsoft, which means that we are proven, tested and recommended. We are also certified. We understand that companies like you have some unique business needs and that those unique business needs fulfill a specific need in the market. DynaRent is fully developed to meet up to this special business need that you are facing. If you look to some of the industries which we are successful in, some examples are the car and truck rental, for example car rental to consumers or truck rental business to business. We also have a lot of experience in the heavy equipment industry. Some examples are visible over here on the screen, like aerial work platforms, construction companies, cranes and tower cranes, but also containers. So everything that has to do with object lifecycle and equipment can be serviced and maintained, of course, with our solution. We also are successful in the oil and gas industry worldwide. In the material handling, you can imagine tools and scaffolding, the logistic equipment, forklift providers, pallets, and businesses like that. And we also have experience in audio and video and trailers. If you look to some of the references of the companies that are using DynaRent today, I would like to start off with Arcomet. Arcomet is the world leader of tower cranes. They have a really large fleet of technical items. They work many on project-based and they have extensive planning requirements which they can cover with DynaRent. Another reference which is using DynaRent is Rival. Rival is a worldwide operating company which has experience within the aerial work platform industry. They have a continuous moving fleet and they have extensive planning requirements. And they're also one of our TomTom integration references. XL Video, a really large audio and video company. You probably met them already during a concert or during a video tour or a television production, because they can provide a the complete equipment for a production like that. Thule, also a worldwide known brand for their outdoor activities, like roof racks, ski boxes and bike carriers. They're using DynaRent on a daily basis for their truck rental. And Doornbos, also an equipment-driven company with also extensive planning requirements. They're also one of our TomTom references, and later on in this presentation my colleague Peter will show you more in detail what the benefits are for this company by using the TomTom integration.
As you can see on this picture on the slide, you can see that we are successful in operating worldwide, and you can find us and our customers, as you can see, all over the world. So far, the brief introduction about Hi Software. I would like to go now into more depth into the product that we have developed. We have developed to help our customers worldwide, but also to help them meet some of the global industry challenges that they are facing on a day-to-day business. One hot topic that all of our customers are facing today are increasing transport costs. Of course, the solution should provide them helping to decrease their transport routes, decrease their delivery time, to ensure that there are more profit on this area. It's important to do all your planning on an advanced way. It's also important to have maximum flexibility. On the today market, everything can change in the blink of an eye, so it's important to react adequately on those ad hoc changes. It's important to have the process optimization with the integration that we have developed. For example, you can reduce the complete paper trail, just to ensure that your process is more optimized and you can reduce cost in that area. Speed of process, it's always important to have the goods as fast as possible to your customer to increase customer satisfaction. You would like to have one overall overview from one single system where you can see your complete organization, not only from a planner perspective, but also from a driver perspective. And of course, another important part is that you would like to have a single point of entry to reduce your errors into your system. If we look into the integration that we have built on top of Microsoft Dynamics AX, one of the most modern ERP systems in the world. Microsoft Dynamics can help companies to empower their people and their processes to be more optimized and also to help them during their growth, during their life cycle. On top of that, we have made our add-on, it's called DynaRent, which is the rental equipment add-on, which is available in the Microsoft space. DynaRent offers some additional functionality like object lifecycle management, rental order management, and service and maintenance. And together with the core power of Microsoft Dynamics, we have a complete integration and a complete solution to help our customers on a day-to-day business. And one of the elements that's really important also in this webinar of today is our advanced graphical plan board. And certainly with this tool, we can make all of our processes that are available in the back office systems, also make them available on a mobile device, like the applicable TomTom, which we are talking about today. Of course, one of the main goals of every company is that they would like to keep track of their deliveries. As already explained, we have made a complete integration between, on one hand, Microsoft Dynamics AX and DynaRent with all the specific functionality, which normally is used by the planner. And on the right side, you can see the applicable TomTom, which is used by the driver. And together with the Webfleet powers of TomTom, we can fully take advantage of a best-of-breed ERP solution, but also of the GPS solution. Okay, so far the introduction about Hi and more explanation about the solution that we have developed. Right now I'd like to go in more detail into the process itself. What I'm going to discuss today is a live demonstration of how our product is working. First off, I would like to start with creating an order into Microsoft Dynamics AX to show you some of the capabilities over there and also explain you a bit more about Microsoft AX. Then I'm going to plan the order that we have created on our advanced planning tool. Over here you can see also a picture, but later on I'll go into more detail about all the capabilities that you can use over there. Then I will release the order and I will actually going to show you how you can execute the order on the applicable device of the TomTom. Okay, right now I will go to my own laptop to start up the live demonstration into AX. Okay, so right now I'm at my own laptop just to give you a live demonstration of how our solution is working. On the screen that you can see right now in the GoToWebinar, you actually can see how AX is look like. Microsoft Dynamics AX is a complete ERP system with all the functionality within one single system. Right now I'm just at the starting phase before I go into more depth into AX. As you can see on this overview, you can see that multiple modules are available within Microsoft Dynamics AX. You see accounts payable, accounts receivable, human resources, sales and marketing, inventory and warehouse management. So you really can see that all the different elements that are required by customers are together in one database. As explained earlier, on top of Microsoft Dynamics AX, we have created new functionality, which is available in 3 separate modules, which are visible on the top. We have added the Business Object module, the Work Order Project Planning module, and the Rental Order Management module, which has more industry-specific functionality available together with Microsoft Dynamics AX. Today I will focus more about the Order Management module and of course about our plan board. What I will do right now, as also explained before, is that I will first start off with an order. So I go to our Order Management module and I will go to create an order. I already prepared some examples. This is the order that we are going to follow through the complete process. So from order intake till confirming, planning and execution. What you can see on this view, and this is called a grid view in Microsoft Dynamics AX, you can see the most important information that's visible on first hand. You can see information about the customer where it needs to be shipped to. You can see information about what the status is. You can see from which warehouse it should be delivered. And you can see the complete status of the order. If I double click on it, the order will open and more detailed information about the order will be visible. When I open the top part of the order itself, you can see much information about the address where it needs to be shipped to, contact persons, you can see information about dates. But the most important part, of course, from this order is the line overview, where you can see what kind of item needs to be shipped. You can see the quantity, you can see the warehouse, even already fill in the serial number if you already know it. Of course, it can also be assigned in the later stage in the process. And you can see all kind of information about dates. What needs to happen, of course, when you do the order entry into the system is that you enter all the information into AX and then you confirm the order so that the customer actually confirms that it will purchase it from you. You confirm it, what can do over here, and then it can go to the next stage of the process is that you're actually going to plan your shipment. Of course, in the steps in between it can be that you need to create a picking route and that you need to pick it from your central stock, but I will not show you that today because that's not the focus of this webinar. Next off, normally this is the handover point from a sales representative to the planner. So I already opened our extensive plan board, which is not available into standard AX. The plan board that you're seeing right now in front of you is one of the enhancements that High Software has made on top of DynaRent. You can see in this picture that a lot of information is visible. On the left side you can see all the information about dates. Of course, when you do planning, you normally would like to plan for tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, but in some occasion you also would like to plan in tomorrow advance. That can be done over here. Behind the settings button there is a lot of information about the layout of the graphical plan board, so you can set it up and modify it exactly how you would like to use it. At our customers we also see that multiple planners are using one plan board, and with the help of the settings you can ensure that multiple persons can work simultaneously with one plan board. Other important things to notice is in this area you can see the tasks that are already planned. You can see the date and you can see information about the resource where you're going to plan it to. Normally this can be a driver, it can be internal drivers, but as you can see on the bottom side of the transport plan board, we can also cope with external transport. Just the way how you have set up your business, we can fully meet upon that requirements. If you look at all the different tasks, you can see that all the tasks have different colors. The colors will give the planner more information about the status of a specific task. You can see the orange ones, there still needs to be assigned to a specific driver. You can see the green ones are already planned, and with even darker greens, those tasks are already released to a specific driver, so the driver actually received that task on his TomTom. On the right side of the transport plan board you can see the tasks that still need to be shipped to the customer, the delivery tasks, and on the bottom part you can also see that you need to pick up goods from your customers. So you can plan your goods need to be delivered to your customer, and you can plan together in one plan board. The way of working on the plan board is really easy. Just by simple drag and drop you can pick up a task on the right side of the area and you can place it on the applicable resource. You will see that automatically the task will be visible in the correct place on the transport plan board, and then you can do a lot of different activities to the task. When you use your right mouse button to it, you can see that all kinds of information about this specific task is visible. You can see information about the order, you can see information about the specific equipment that needs to be delivered, information about the item. So all the important information that is required by the planner is visible by one simple mouse click. Also important what the planner can do from this area, that it can change the status. Now, as mentioned before, we have made a complete integration between AX and TomTom, and when the transport planner updates the status to status released, at that moment the actual message will be sent to the TomTom of the driver. So this is what I'm going to do right now. I will update both of the orders and I will change it into status released, and in that way the order will be
transferred and sent automatically to the applicable TomTom of the driver. As you can already see right now, is that on the TomTom that's next to my laptop, I actually received this specific task so that the driver will be informed which task to operate.
Okay, so far the demonstration into AX. Right now I would like to show you how you can execute an actual order onto the TomTom of the device. On this first slide you can see the starting point of a driver when an order needs to be executed. When the transport planner releases a specific task on the transport plan board, the driver will be notified that a new message is being available on his TomTom. By a simple tick, because of course the TomTom is completely touchscreen control, the driver ticks on this box button and automatically all kinds of relevant information about the order will be visible for the driver. The enhancement that we have made also on this area is that we can enhance the standard TomTom message with some specific information that's relevant for the driver. As you can see on the red square, you can see information about the order that needs to be shipped, information about what kind of transport it is, a pickup, delivery, it's visible, and also information about the dates and the specific object that needs to be shipped. If I scroll a bit down, there's also other important information, that's information about the date, times, for which customer the order is, and of course really important in our industries is the contact person. Because when you deliver your goods to your customer, you need to know for which contact person it is required. When the driver selects I agree with it, automatically the TomTom will start calculating how many, what the distance is from his location to the delivery location, and it will start calculating the driving time. All this information and also the steps where a driver needs to confirm if he accepts an order will also be transferred automatically back to the transport plan board, which also gives the planner all the important information about if a driver already started his order, and he can also inform the customer about the estimated time of arrival, because the TomTom can calculate it. And even if there are traffic jams, as you can see also in this picture, it will be taken into account to give your customer a good estimated time of arrival. And when the driver selects done, automatically the navigation will start and the driver will be guided to his destination. During the process of executing the order, the driver also needs to confirm in which process of the delivery process or pickup process he is at any given moment of time. As you can see in this red box. Every time that a driver is finishing a specific step, for example, he starts loading, right now he's starting driving to the delivery location, all these individual steps will be transferred automatically back into DynaRent, and they will also be available for business intelligence purposes. For one hand, the driver of the planner has a complete overview of his actual fleet, vehicle tracking, but also later on you can use the BI tools of Webfleet to check how many loading time you have or how many driving times you have, just to make those process optimizations also from this area. And with this information you really have the actual information what your driver has executed. And of course also another important element that's available within the TomTom integration that we have made, that on the TomTom Pro itself also driving times are being logged. This is really helpful to give you an idea of how many hours a specific driver has worked, but also these times will be inherited back or exported into DynaRent, and which can also be used for business intelligence purposes.
Thank you, Tim. So I will tell you something more about the TomTom implementation at Dormels Equipment. Dormels Equipment is a company located in the Netherlands and also in the UK. They rent out aerial working platforms and pumps. And at one time during the implementation of DynaRent, we talked about integrating their transport planning with TomTom and Webfleet. And well, I would like to take you into that process. First of all, we made a list of goals we wanted to reach with the TomTom integration. And one of the most important goals was to reduce the communication between the drivers and the planners, because they were on the phone all day long giving each other information. We would like to increase the customer satisfaction by getting more information about delivery times, if we would be on time for the delivery, and also if the planners would have more time available, they could make sure that the transport process is handled correctly. We would also want to have better control over the transport process, knowing where the drivers are, what they are doing, which driver is available for which next task. That would really help the transport process and increase the efficiency, not only for the driver to navigate him to the location to where to pick up or where to deliver the machines, but also for the planners and for the administration. We thought there will be a lot of efficiency there to gain. So how do we do it? First of all, we started to make a functional analysis. We had some ideas in our head how this interface should work, but when you put it on paper, then you have to think about every detail and the whole concept in total. So that was the first step. Then the second step, of course, was to make sure that the management of Doorbo's equipment was convinced about this integration. And I must say that it was really easy to do this, because the costs were low and the benefits were big. Then when we started to build this interface, we could rely on the state-of-the-art documentation of Webfleet. It was really easy to make the connection between DynaRent and the TomTom device. So the state-of-the-art documentation really helped, and in just a few days we were up and running. We used the Scrum method by taking it step by step. So we first started out with sending the messages to the TomTom devices, and when that was up and running, then we started to work on taking information back from the TomTom device and use that into DynaRent. And finally, we also used the hours that the driver has registered on this TomTom device, taking it step by step. And of course, first you use the TomTom for the daily processes, but then after that there's a fine-tuning process where every exception that you run into has to be covered. So what about the results? Well, very soon we saw that the workload of the planning department was reduced dramatically, because they didn't spend so much time on the phone all day long. We were also able to do some substantial time savings on the planning department itself, but also on the administration, because now the hours of the drivers are coming in automatically. So that saved a lot of time. And the customer satisfaction improved, very important. We were able to spend more time on quality. We were able to inform our customers about late deliveries, so that really helped to improve the customer satisfaction. And now we have some very interesting management information available. Information about how much time does it take to load or to unload a certain type of machine or for a certain driver. Some information about how much time or money is involved in transportation for a specific order or for a specific customer. Very much information that helps us to even improve this whole transport process. And TomTom has proven to be a very stable and easy to use solution. For the drivers, it's really important that it's easy to use, because they are not IT persons, so it needs to be very easy for them. or else they will not use it, or they will use it in the wrong way. And stable, also very important for the planning. They need to make sure that all the messages they need to send to the drivers, all the tasks, are actually at the TomTom device. And it's the 99.99%. I can really prove that it's correct. It's very, very stable. So at Dornbos, they are very satisfied with this solution, and I think in the future we will even do some more functionality with it. Thank you.
Okay. I would like to summarize all of the things that you have seen today, and also to give a summarization and a wrap-up of the integration between Microsoft Dynamics AX and TomTom. Of course, there are a lot of benefits to explain and also to wrap up, but I've tried to wrap up the most important benefits for our customers. Of course, the two-way communication between the driver and the planner really is a benefit, because everything is visible for the planner, and the driver also knows without any paper what to do. With the help of TomTom and the integration with our advanced planning tool, we can decrease the delivery and return times. There is no paper trail, so everything is done automatically and more efficient. As stated, there is no paper trail. All the messages are sent automatically from the transport plan board to the applicable TomTom of the driver. So one core benefit of that is that the driver doesn't have to return to a warehouse to pick up a delivery note. He can stay at his truck, and it doesn't matter where he is, information can be sent automatically to his device. Decrease of the fuel usage of the trucks, also part of the story of George. Really with the help of the efficient planning, we can decrease the distance that needs to be traveled. We also have a positive effect, of course, on the fuel usage. And of course, that's really an enhancement that we have made on the DynaRent part, is that with the advanced planning tool, we really can make the work of the transport planner more easy, and with the help of the transport plan board, he can work more efficiently. If you look to the availability of this integration that we have made, it's already available via the TomTom App Center or on the website of High Software in our own App Store. As stated before, High Software is making standard software, so it's a standard integration which is available. It's completely documented. Of course, it's important when you're going to use it that we provide all kinds of information that will help you to make use of it in the best way. And of course, because we are an independent software vendor and it's a standard integration, we will maintain and support it in the future. Right now the solution is what you have seen today in the webinar of this moment, but in the near future we will keep enhancing our product. On one hand we have our own R&D team, but also we are working very closely together with our customers to improve the product and to make it more easy and more user-friendly. And I think this is a really great statement to end this webinar. The return on investment is guaranteed. As Peter already explained at the Dornbos case, the costs are quite low, but the return on investment and the benefits are quite high. So I really dare to say that we can assure that you have a high return on investment. Okay, Dave. Questions up to you.
Thanks very much both to Peter and Tim. Great job, guys. We do have a question, and it is in regards to specifically the DynaRent connector functionality, and is this functionality usable on a mobile device?
Okay, thank you very much. Right now we have only made an integration with the TomTom Pro devices, which can be purchased via TomTom. Right now we're also in development is how we can see if our integration also can be used on mobile devices like an iPad, a Surface or a smartphone. So I cannot answer it right now when it will be available, but right now it will be in development to see how we can also use those devices to make an integration between AX and the driver. I hope that will answer your question.
Okay, and that looks like I've asked the audience again. We'll give them a minute or two for some questions. In the meantime, while we're waiting, perhaps we can share some contact information.
Over here you can see the contact information of High Software. If you have any more, if you'd like to receive more information about the integration that we have made, you can always email us via the email address which is visible on the left side of the slide. Of course, if you want to see more information about TomTom, you can use their website to find all the relevant information. Also would like to inform you about our website, highsoftware.com. You can find all the related information, and not only about the TomTom integration that we have made, but also about our complete portfolio. And I would also like to mention our YouTube channel, where you also can find a movie which briefly also explains how the DynaRent integration will work.
Well, then I would like to, on behalf of TomTom Business Solutions and High Software, thank you very much for your attendance. Like Tim already said, if you have more questions, here are contact details. Either go through the High Software site, go to the contact forms on tomtom.com/business, or contact your account manager or sales engineer in these countries. And then I would like to say from Amsterdam, thank you very much, and hopefully see you next time. Bye-bye.